Reselling in retirement. I am trying very hard not to make our home look like a warehouse. I have over 1,000 items hidden throughout our home. I want to take you on a little tour and hopefully some of these ideas can work for you too. Okay, we're going to start in the most obvious spot, which is my office. And I purchased while I was still working, I ended up going to IKEA and purchasing some pieces that will do double duty and act as storage for me. And you're going to see this in another room as well. So I keep inventory in here, but I'm just not wanting our home to be feeling like a storage unit. Let me show you these pieces. This is the first one. I will put in some screenshots of what these pieces are called. I couldn't do my job without this unit. This piece is from IKEA. The first thing I want to mention is this is a postal scale, and I would get one with a cord that you can set on the ground if you need it. Love this right next to my desk, and you can weigh your packages for eBay. The top drawer has my labels and miscellaneous. The middle drawer has the smaller envelopes that I have. Next one down is from my eBay store subscription. I get branded bags and larger plastic poly mailers. I put everything in a clear bag before I put it in a box or another poly bag. The next one, a little bit larger size. This is the USPS Ground Advantage packages that you can get if you have a Poshmark store, and I also have some branded from eBay. And then the last drawer are the extra large boxes. Now we're going to swing around. I'm going to show you what's in the bins next to me. During COVID, when I moved my mom into memory care, we bought her all new IKEA furniture. I wanted it to be as special a place as I could find for her. This was the little nightstand that she had next to her bed. I just repurposed it as an extra little storage for myself. This little pile here is always where I put things that are ready to be listed. These are 2 Calyx units from IKEA. These 4 baskets, I'm going to let you see inside of them. This one basket I had for my mom for scarves and mittens and things, and so I put them in here. Let me show you what's in them. This first one is all my jewelry. You saw me pick these up at the 90% off estate sale, and I just keep all of my jewelry. I actually got those little boxes as well at a fill-a-bag sale. So all of the different jewelry that I sell is in this box, and in addition, it's in this box as well. I just set up this box. This is a little bit of makeup that I have. This little box up. The only Barbie thing I have listed so far from my last video are these gold shoes. So in my Barbie haul, I'm going to start putting Barbie's items in here. And then the last one is just miscellaneous things when I put all of my IKEA furniture together, just miscellaneous pieces and parts that are in here. And I store my magnifying glass and all of my tape measure and just kind of more things that I use for a personal desk in here. And then these are things that I have picked up at the Goodwill bins. This corner is just where I keep, I tell you I sit on the floor all the time. So my little head, my boards, the black and white ones from the dollar store. This is jewelry and things that are to be listed. And this is just a little bag of when I'm sitting down here, just the brush, the lint roller from the dollar store to the Goo Gone, the Doc Martens for leather. This is my little work box that sits right next to me when I sit on the floor. And then this unit over here, you saw me pick up that picture at a Take What You Want sale last summer. That's downtown Wayzata. And then this one was my mom's hats, mittens, scarf. I get these bags, bread bags from Walmart, 100 at a time. I probably order 10 when I get them. Any of the smaller things that I'm mailing out first go in these bread bags. I keep an extension cord in here because sometimes I like to plug things in to show people that they're working or that they're lit. And then any of the linens that I don't end up being able to sell, I keep them as rags. So I have the prettiest rags in town. So coming around here, this is the closet in my office. And I have a little storage in here as well. I want to show you. So this is where, when we first moved in, it was just a rod in the closet. We built the house, and so we exchanged that out for 2 shelves, which works really, really well in here. All of my belts and suspenders are over there. My Lululemon bags that I keep hanging here that I use to fill them up when I'm going to the post office. Anything that's kind of more feminine, I hang on this hanger. If I have bigger items, I hang on this larger hanger. Little kids things, I hang here. And I just photograph behind the door here. I just put it up there. Lately, I did a video on, I now started using AI and placing my items on actual models. Looks amazing. Just some personal paperwork. And then this is a little 4 IKEA bags full in this closet alone of items that need to be listed. But just a tiny little closet that has all the odds and ends that I need to run the office portion from here. This smaller bedroom that has what I would say the most look of a reseller to it from the other places in our home. So this room has served many purposes for us. Like I said, we built the home, and this little area was supposed to be a closet along with this little closet. And I wasn't certain why we would need 2 closets in here. So I had them not put this as a closet. And our crib used to be in here. And then the single bed used to be in here. So, and never, 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 never will I get rid of the glider rocker to rock my babies in those. Really not ready to get rid of that either. Not sentimental about my stuff, but there's a few things I'm sentimental about. So this little area here next to my office is the most obvious room that you can tell that I'm a reseller. Just some hard goods that I have a storage unit in our basement as well. But because we had at one point had this as a little office, I just left these shelves in here. And then you saw this little shelf here. This is where I'm starting to keep books and ephemera and anything more paper related. You saw me at the rummage sale pick up these napkins. And there's a place in your eBay listing that you can put anything you want in it. And I will call this the fish room shelves, the fish room bins, and that way when it sells, I know exactly where it is. Okay, 2 more IKEA bags. This is what happens to me when church rummage sale season starts. I just love it. I got some work ahead of me, but it's okay. I really do get most of my inventory during the spring and summer so that I don't have to go out in the winter months. We did a little closet organizer. This is where I keep the extra mailers, padded mailers and poly mailers, the eBay tape I get through my subscription. And here are bins. I'm going to pull this out a little bit and show you what I keep in. These bins my kids used these in college. Remember these Rubbermaid? They acted like drawers. Let me show you how I use them. Before I get over to the bins, let's talk about what's going on over here. So I have these 3 candle holders up for sale. They used to be in my living room. I believe this would kind of be known as a laundry basket. I got this at Target. What I love this for is when I create my listings in my office next door, these things have all been listed. And then when it gets full like this, I'll bring it downstairs and store it in the storage room I'm going to show you. But this is a great holding place when you don't want it to take over and you still need to be able to find it. It's in holding in this bin. So let's talk about these bins. Let me show you what's inside. This one is all vintage gloves. This one is all scarves. This is small handbags and wallets. And the same with this bin, small handbags and wallets. And down here, just literally miscellaneous littles, I would call them. Things that they're tiny, you just need to house them where you can find them. And that's what rounds out the last 3 bins, littles. And then this is extra cleaning supplies in these last 2 bins. Okay, this bedroom is on the other side of my office, and this is lovingly referred to as the snoring room. Somebody needs to go do a sleep study, but somebody just had hip replacement surgery, so we're working on that. This is where I store my vintage lingerie and smaller children's items, and it's under the bed. Let me show you. I have 8 of these under both sides of this bed. This side and the other. The other side is just smaller children's shoes, shorts, little dresses that I can fold, mittens, anything small for children. And let me show you what these bins look like. You can pull them out and also lift them up from the side. They're amazing. I literally have them broken down by color, black bras. This is swimsuits and lingerie, colorful bras. And lastly, nude colored bras. So hidden under the bed in plain sight, I probably have between both sides well over 100 items hidden right here. And in this room, I'm lucky enough to have another closet. And I know not everyone has this, but maybe you can gather some ideas as to how I'm doing it and how you can maybe store some of the boxes. This is the bane of my existence, having a box that I need, the right size at the right time. This is the hardest parts about selling on eBay. So I have wonderful friends and neighbors who leave me their boxes. This is another IKEA Calyx unit that I had bought for my mom. And these hold and store all of my boxes that I try and break down. We put up the double shelving up above long ago, which is really helpful now. Down we go. We're heading to the basement storage room. I'm trying to utilize things that we already had and tuck them away so that I don't feel like I'm living with my stuff. Let me show you the reselling hiding spot that I have inside of our personal storage unit. So this back corner is dedicated here to reselling. I put my stuffed animals and I sell some loveys in here because a few years ago we found a mouse or a mice in his family. I don't want any of that to get into anything that we would sell to babies and children. These 2 units were in my mom's garage. They're old Rubbermaid and I love them. They don't make them like this anymore, these Rubbermaid. The littles that are breakable and porcelain and more fine I have in here. And I really need to do from upstairs, I need to bring that down. I need to take time. I've done that, put that in a laundry basket, and this is empty. I need to restock that from what's upstairs. And then this taller shelf, I have items for resale and they're separated out by type. So crystal glass on the bottom, wood, and more miscellaneous items again on the top shelf, and my personal collection of Christmas trees. And now coming around the basement, we have another area down here. We purchased a rolling rack and I have taken it and put it in the closet, but at this time I have left it out here, but normally I just roll it in to this walk-in closet. So here's what it looks like in here. You saw me pick up that dress. This is all of my clothing and handbags and hats. Again, we added the shelving when we moved in. And this is a laundry sorter that I have all of my Vera Bradley and colorful fabric handbags in. I keep my quilts and shoes This is another unit that came from the kids for college. This used to be my mom's, and I pulled that in here for shoes. And then tucked back in the corner is another laundry basket for shoes. This is all men's. That's all women's. And that's hats. So I'm able to, without trouble, come down here, and when something sells, I am able to find it, because that's something you don't want to not be able to find your inventory. And so let me show you now what I keep on this rolling rack, which, as you can tell, I can slide most of the time, just slide it right back into that closet. So here's all the dresses, and anything long that doesn't fit in the closet inside, I just keep on a rolling rack. And I'm trying to sort them more by, sleeveless dresses, summer dresses. So that's my system. I hope it helps. So I hope this gives you some ideas of how you can store things in your home and not make it feel like a warehouse, that it still feels like your home. Today, we are going to be out here working on the hosta and the yard. Brian's feeling better. Can't wait to get outside. It's a gorgeous day here in Minnesota.